Queer lit, no chill. Some crumbs of academia, mostly chaos. If queer lit is your love language, we're fluent. Heads up, babes, we're not here to tease. We spill everything. Listener discretion is strongly encouraged, but honestly, you knew that. Welcome to Cliterature the Podcast. Oh, hey everybody. I'm so happy that you guys are here.
Yes.
We're super excited. This is something that we started on a whim because we thought it was going to be fun, and we talk about books anyway, so why not record it? Because we can throw it out into the void and nobody has to listen, but we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
And then 1,000 people listened, and we're like, oh my God, okay, then yeah, we're just going to roll with it.
I'm pretty sure I don't think you did either, expect 1,000 downloads in
Not
3
this
episodes.
Soon. Yeah, we have 3 full episodes, which is insane, just to say out loud. Like, that's an accomplishment in general. And
the fact that we actually did this when we've been talking about it for years, literal years, multiple
because we
years.
think we're hilarious. So of course we need to record it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
we're our biggest fans. It's fine.
For sure. If you're not your own biggest fan, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. But we have spent thousands upon thousands of hours sitting in various living rooms doing nothing but talking about books. So doing this seemed like a natural progression for us, and then just sticking microphones in our faces and pushing record and see what happened.
Yeah, it's been super fun. And I'm so grateful to everybody that's in here because I know that you all love us or you wouldn't be here. And I feel really, really supported and loved.
Yes.
And grateful. And it makes me want to keep doing it, which is great.
Yeah, I think that we knew that we were going to like what we did, and we hoped that other people did. And the reaction that we have gotten, and the love and the comments and the support that everyone has shown, there really aren't words. And for someone who has a degree literally in the English language, I can't come up with words large enough to express how much it means that all of you are here and supporting us and love us. Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah, and that you're listening, and you have to be telling other people about it because I've posted 23 times on social media. So I know that it is not social media. Like, I don't know how people are hearing it, but they're hearing it, and yeah, it's got to be you guys.
It's reaching some other continents. Did we have
a lot of other continents? Yeah. Oh, we've got tons of countries listening to this. Yeah.
So we kind of gave you guys a heads up, so I hope you did your homework, and we're here to answer all of your burning questions.
Yeah, whatever you want to know about the podcast or us or just
whatever.
Anything in general.
Yeah, trivia questions.
Ask me.
Yeah.
Should we raise our hands?
Sure, absolutely. We'll go for it.
I'm going to start. Okay.
Stranger in the front row I've never met before.
My first one is, what's been your favorite book to discuss so far, and what made it such a good conversation?
Love it.
What's our favorite book so far, and what made it such a good conversation?
I really enjoyed The Narrow.
You did? Yeah.
We talked about it for like an hour and 45 minutes, and I had to cut it down. It's still an hour long, so anybody who stuck through episode 3,
we could have talked
really
for 3 hours. Yeah.
But I had to cut out like 45 minutes of us just like riffing on, I don't know, mental health and wet ghosts. I don't know.
I still miss so many jokes, and I kick myself daily. I have so many missed opportunities.
The ghost drowned. Spoiler. I don't know. She was actually dripping wet.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And not in a good way.
Okay.
I finally got that joke in. I've been waiting on that one.
Yeah.
My favorite one probably was the first one, Delilah Green, just because I like that book a lot. It's one of my favorites. We also, right before we started the podcast, got to go meet the author at one of her book signings. And we just had a really good time. It was a learning experience. Fun fact, we had to record that one twice. What you heard was the second go-round.
It was.
The first one was the rough, guys.
It was so, listen, I called Dee and I was like, hey, this is boring. Like, we're so boring.
It was like we were reading
doing a book report.
Yeah. And not a good one either. It was not entertaining.
And then she met this girl, and then she did this, and then they went to this store. It was awful. And so I was like, we got to just redo
We learned that the less we plan, the better they turn out, apparently.
Yeah, that's true. Also, the second time around, we took a shot beforehand.
That was
because
true.
we were like,
was
I
true.
don't know how to do this.
We had been working
Yeah.
through some technical
Yeah.
issues for like 2 hours, and then we got them right, and we took a shot, and then we recorded the episode, and I think I'm real proud of that one.
Yeah, I'm really proud of that one. I think we did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love the Narrow because we got to talk about all the different layers, like mental health and abusive relationships, and also sapphic yearning. It was wonderful. It was
Spooky
also
ghosts.
a ghost story. It was just, it checked a lot of boxes.
Yeah. Boarding school.
It didn't have any spice.
which, if you've listened,
is
you know I'm a sucker for
bummer,
a boarding
but-
school situation.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do this podcast?
Haley. Literally, I got a text one day, and she's like, hear me out.
I found our name.
No, we had been talking about doing a podcast in general for actual years, probably 3 to 4 at least.
Yeah.
And we never could get a concept. And I don't know why one day we decided that we should record ourselves talking about whatever, but we just got in our head that that was what we were going to do. And it took a few years of spitballing and letting it go and coming back around to it. And then Haley one day just texted me and she was like, I have this idea. And I was like, let me hear it. And she sent it to me and I was like,
We're
I'm
gonna
in.
do that. Yeah,
We're
let's
going to
do
do
it.
that one.
Let's do
If
it.
we're going to do anything, this was it. And
Yeah.
that's how Cliterature was born.
Yay.
So what was the backstory on the title of the
Haley has a dirty mind?
No, well, no, listen.
I couldn't find a podcast to say both.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Good job, Oz. Good job. Yeah. That's a good one.
I'm
Yeah.
going to raise a glass. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, we have a guest speaker on the next episode.
Come on up. No, we decided on the name because one, we love words. Play on words is fantastic. We love women because we're both lesbians, both married to women, and so we love anatomy too. We love a woman's body, you know what I mean? And so I feel like women's lit, they're just missing the point if they don't do clit lit.
There's so much happening in this
Listen,
conversation.
this is why we can't do live things because I can't edit myself out afterwards. Like,
Y'all, this is what that episodes actually sound like before she works her editing magic. Is just us rambling. Yeah,
Yeah,
That
for
was
sure.
a really good question. Yeah, it was just Haley having a great idea.
well, women's literature and we're sapphics, so
It
you
worked.
gotta appreciate,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so do you guys feel like you have a special like niche place for your podcast then? Like I don't know what I'm a heterosexual lady, so I don't know how many lesbian podcasts there are, but I would imagine yours is
Yeah, actually, like doing this podcast has really opened my eyes to this fantastic community. I had no idea that it was so deep and wide. Like, it's insane. Everybody's gonna laugh. Like,
If this isn't a room of our people, I don't know what is.
I didn't know it was so big. I didn't know it was so dedicated. I don't know. Until we got into this, and we're already reading the books, so we're already a part of our own little community.
Yeah.
But I start, looking at different authors that we might want to promote, or looking at new books that we might want to promote. And there's such a fantastic, close-knit community out there, and it's way bigger than I had ever imagined. I've found like conventions we can go to. I've found all kinds of things that it's way bigger than I expected.
It's not just literature. There's podcasts out there about queer films and just media in general. So it's definitely out there. It is not as mainstream as I think it should be, and hopefully one day will be.
Yeah.
But that's also part of the reason that we wanted to do this, is because the more voices out there telling these stories and talking about these books, the more people who are going to hear about them. So
Yeah, totally. Uh-huh.
So if it's really deep and wide, what kind of have you thought about, or how do you think your location makes you special?
Being in Huntsville, Alabama?
Yeah.
Well, I will say, being a podcast, it is universal, so it's everywhere. Like I said, there's been listens in tons of countries that we were very surprised about.
I don't know anybody in Australia. So
I don't
know how they found that.
I don't know who's finding us and how, but But yeah, I don't know. I feel like being gay in the South and trying to promote things that are inclusive and that have representation of people that look like us, that live like us, that have families like us is really hard. And if we're going to try to promote that in Huntsville, Alabama, it might be a little bit harder. I'm super grateful to people like Snail on the Wall that allowed us to come and have this whole gathering and promote this. It's really fantastic, and we're always going to support local, but that just takes it a step further. And we haven't run into anybody giving us the look, and if you're in here, you probably know what the look is in the South, but eventually that'll probably happen, and we're prepared for that. Like, it's just something that we're passionate about, and we're going to stick to it regardless of where we are.
Yeah, and I think too, doing this, we did have conversations about what we may run into as far as people not liking what we're doing or being angered by it or what have you. And that's definitely something that we're prepared to deal with when it happens. But we have been very happy to see the reception that it's gotten from so many different types of people.
Yeah.
From different walks of life and different orientations, and just everyone who is listening to this and supporting it. That has been rather surprising and very nice.
Yeah, and having friends that don't read sapphic literature be like, I'll read a sapphic. There's girls in this room that are like, shout out. Like, they're like, I love romance, but I've never read a sapphic romance. And I'm like, well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Crack a book, okay? It's deep and wide in there. The yearning. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of deep, wide, and wet, do you have a snorkel brand you recommend?
Oh,
That's your friend.
she's your friend too.
She's my friend too. I love her very much.
Oh my God. She skipped trivia for this.
Listen, no joke. I bought my last snorkel at Costco. I'm just going to throw that
I mean,
out there.
Costco supports, so
Yeah.
you can get anything
We love some
Costco. Sponsor us.
It's not sponsored. Sponsor us.
Yeah. You want to ask them? Yeah.
I've got another one now, but have you had contact with any authors of the books that you've spoken about, or do you plan to reach out to any of them?
Yeah, well, we started this as just two friends wanting to sit down and like chat about literature, and ever since, the more that I get into it, the bigger I want this to be. Like, I'm so excited about it, and I'm pushing as hard as I can. I've reached out to, we've actually had a lot of authors reach out to us that want us to read their books, which is fantastic.
The fact that like people are sending us arcs and stuff, I'm like,
ARCs, if
Is this
anybody
what it
doesn't
feels like
know,
to
it
be
means
an
an advanced
influencer?
reader copy. So before the book comes out,
Yeah.
you get a copy and you get to read it, which is super cool. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this community, even the authors are super present on social media. And so if you reach out, they most likely will respond. We're reading Learning Curves with Rachel Lacey, and it drops November the 1st. It's so good.
Read
If
it.
you haven't read it, read it. It's so good. But she was even receptive. I've chatted with her. We've talked about the possibility of having an interview with her.
The narrator of the
for the
audiobook.
book said that she'd be interested in having a chat. I feel like the possibilities are boundless. So
and I think too, again, that speaks to the community of everyone trying to support each other in what we're all trying to do and just lift each other up. So it's been really cool to have these people that I didn't think would ever respond to a DM from us.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're excited.
They're excited about it. And I think that's one thing about this community that I really enjoy is that all of us want to see representation in media. And if we had it when we were younger, maybe things would have been different. And I feel like now representation and inclusivity is so much bigger and more prevalent, which is fantastic. Maybe not in the South, but even here, I feel like it's getting better. And I think that all of the authors and all of the audiobook narrators and all the people that are reading, they all want that too. We just want to be able to see our families represented. And I feel like this has become more than a hobby and more of a passion project and like a platform, because the more that we do, the more that I learn and the more that I grow. And I feel like it's just going to keep getting better.
Yeah, the more that I'm inspired to keep doing this and keep making it better and expanding it and making sure that we're, as creators, are being inclusive as well.
Yeah, and I have so much to learn. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a part of the Rainbow Mafia, and I don't know what all of the letters mean. Like, I know what the letters mean, but you know what I mean? Like, there's so much that I can learn. I know that there is, and I feel like even if you're not part of it, there's always something that you can learn, and that's
That's something that I've taken away from doing this work, is because I was just like, we're going to read sapphic books and talk about spice. And now I'm just like, it's so much bigger than that.
Yeah, they're in there. I mean, like, even the last book that we did, The Narrow, I just thought I was reading a spooky book where maybe a girl kissed another girl. I didn't know. And that was fine. That sold me. But it got so much deeper. And, I mean, I found, even when we were recording the episode, it was cutting deep. And I ended up revealing some things, like, during the episode that I was like, I didn't think I was going to talk about that while we were talking about a book. And so, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I think there's a lot for us to learn and then still a lot for us to cover. And I'm very excited for us to do that.
Yeah, ditto.
Go for it.
Kind of related to what you guys just spoke about, is there a sapphic book that you guys wish more people talked about?
Oh, yeah. All of them.
Yeah, you go first.
So probably in doing this, I'm just straight up, I'm not really good at social media. And so that's one of the things about doing this that I'm trying to get better at and be more present in the community and seeing what other creators are putting out there. So I see a lot of like what the book people on TikTok or Instagram are putting out there. And some people I don't see talked about enough. Melissa Braden and anything that she's written. That was one of the first like sapphic romance books I ever read was a Melissa Braden book, and it's still one of my favorites. So anything she's written. And then probably there's a trilogy by Juno Dawson called the Her Majesty's Royal Coven trilogy. So it's witchy. It covers everything. It's not just sapphic. Like all the main characters. It's a plethora of whatever you want, and it's just really good witchy action kind of book. Yeah, those probably are the ones I would love to see out there a little bit more.
Well, I want more people to talk about Fried Green Tomatoes as a sapphic love story, because it is.
Facts.
Everybody knows the movie. Everybody has read the book. Well, not everybody's read the book.
You should.
Everybody's seen the movie. Oh. Correct that.
Somebody
Correct
fix that fast.
Fix that. But yeah, no, Fried Green Tomatoes is a love story, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Ruth and Iggy are absolutely in love. Ruth dies. Iggy takes care of their
Spoiler
son
alert,
together. You know we do spoilers. That's what we do.
Yeah,
Okay?
I mean, we live
Ruth
for
dies.
spoilers.
Sorry. But yeah, no, that's a sapphic love story, and it needs to be talked about
And
in
the
that
book-
way more often.
The movie, if you've seen the movie, the book is way more in your face about what was happening than they were allowed to be in the
Iggy
movie.
says, "I love you, Ruth," multiple times in the book, and then Fanny Flagg's like, "Oh no, it's the 90s. We can't have queer characters, no way." So the movie was just like, they're besties. Right. And they were roommates.
And history will say
Yeah,
they were
no.
roommates.
But yeah,
with one
Fried Green
bed.
Tomatoes. I'll die on that hill.
Facts. Yeah.
So I recently learned about this Miss Honey phenomenon. Are there any others like Miss Honey, and how deep does the Miss Honey obsession go in that movie?
Oh, man.
For anyone who doesn't know what the Miss Honey phenomenon is, the movie Matilda.
Yeah.
If you remember, Miss Honey was the teacher, and it is widely known that she was a gay awakening for many people around our age,
yeah.
including
Yeah.
yours truly. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, I mean, just real talk. Some other gay awakenings for me would have been Sporty Spice.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
My gay awakening was Rose DeWitt Decatur in Titanic. I don't know what anybody else
facts,
is doing.
hard facts on that one.
Kate Winslet is still top
We
tier.
still talk about
Yeah,
Kate
we
Winslet
do.
all
Yeah.
the time.
Yep.
Yeah, I will die in the middle of a Kate Winslet, Gillian Anderson sandwich.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Gillian Anderson in the X-Files, I'm a nerd if you haven't figured it out. So
Yeah.
that was a big one for me as well. You okay? We'll take it in the parking lot later. What? Oh, God.
Oh, that's
Field trip.
amazing.
Podcast
Yeah.
field trip. Let's
Podcast
go.
field trip. We'll write it off. We don't make any money. We can't write it off. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm a late bloomer. I didn't come out until I was 20. And so I don't feel like I had, like...
That's not late.
Yeah. It is late. I mean, I was in college, so I guess that's stereotypical. I don't know. I wasn't out in high school, and I feel like if I had... I don't know. I was raised in a really backwards country town. I was in the FFA. You know, I just...
That should have said something.
You know, I'm a state champion livestock judge. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, you're gay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, okay. I see that now. But then, so yeah, I don't feel like I had looking back, I can be like, yeah, I definitely loved Titanic more than I should have because she was naked. But I don't know. Miss Honey was definitely
for
on
sure.
the list.
Actually, what were your first girl crushes?
Rose. I was like 10.
Just Rose, but what about Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Hanson, does that count? Yeah.
Taylor.
It was the blonde hair. It was gorgeous.
Long locks.
No.
just love the
it was
Spice
definitely
Girls.
like the Spice Girls.
Yeah. Who was your favorite? You said Sporty?
Sporty.
I liked Baby and Ginger.
But that was just because I loved like a matching tracksuit situation.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Don't forget to tip your bartender. Yeah, so Sporty Spice. Yeah, that was pretty much the big one, probably.
Love it.
Yeah.
Not the Mummy at all.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Rachel Weisz and the Mummy. In anything. The Mummy.
I know.
No?
Not really.
Oh, you're fired.
I'll see myself out.
Oh, man.
I mean, I appreciate it. It just wasn't like my first go-to.
Wow.
What?
It was a comfort film, but I think it was more than that.
Yeah. It was more than that for sure.
Okay, other question.
Yes.
Is if you're deciding on doing all the literature, are you going to bring in movies with the literature?
Actually,
Now that you mention
now that you mention it, good question. There's a podcast that I like to listen to called Queer Girl Film Club, and it's in the UK, and they're super cute, and they have 1 million episodes, and I love listening to their stuff. And they watch queer films and review them. And so I reached out to them, and we're actually going to do a crossover episode in December and do The Price of Salt by Patricia Highsmith and the movie Carol, and talk about the differences, and it's going to be fantastic. So yes, we're going to do that in December.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, you are.
I'm super stoked.
I'm stoked
pumped.
too. I've never read the book, so I'm excited to read the book. But Haley is a huge Kate Blanchett stan. So
I do love Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
But I loved the book before I saw the film.
There you go.
I do love Kate Blanchett, though. She did a good job. Props.
Has reading for the podcast changed how you read for fun?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So for me, and this is something that was interesting when we got going, was we read for the podcast differently as people. I'm very hands-on, and
That's what she said.
an analog when it comes to pretty much everything in my life. And if you're in this room and you know me, you know that that's true. So I read physical books and take notes and annotate each book. It looks like I threw up page flags all over these things when I'm done. And so I also, when we started this, wanted to make sure that reading for this podcast did not hurt my love of reading overall. I still wanted to read for fun. And so I make sure, even though I'm pretty much constantly reading for the podcast, that I always have a book that's something completely different than what we're reading.
You always got to have a side book.
Yeah, I've got a side book.
Yeah.
I got a couple side books, actually.
Yeah.
And then I'm also part of a very small book club. So I've always got a book going for that. So shout out to the book club. And so I've usually got a book going for each one. And but I make sure that I'm reading something completely different to kind of keep things fresh and fun.
Yeah. I like to listen to a book and read a book. So I'll read on my Kindle, and then I'll also have an audiobook, and I can follow 2 different stories that way. And so whichever one I'm reading or listening to, I'll find like a fun side book that I'm reading right now. What are you reading right now?
What am I reading right now?
Yeah.
Oh, so much. I'm reading, I just finished Learning Curves, which is our next episode.
And it's so good.
It is very
we
good.
We said that. Read it.
I'm also annotating a copy of Fried Green Tomatoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Synergy.
Exactly. And then I'm listening to Dream On, Ramona Riley by Ashley Herring Blake, who is the author that we got to meet, which was the first episode that we did. And then I'm reading something else. I'll think of it in a minute. What about you?
I'm listening to Kate Alice Marshall's new book, A Killing Cold, and it's really fantastic. I'm loving it so far. But I love Kate Alice Marshall. I said this when we talked about The Narrow, and I will praise her again. She just works relationships into the storyline so naturally, and it's not like usually when you read a sapphic book or a book that has a main character that is LGBTQ plus. In general, there's always some kind of like angst or like the the family disowned me, and like there's always some kind of like problem or something that surrounds it. And Kate Alice Marshall always has a queer character in every single one of her books, and it's just there. It's just there, and it's just normal. Like the book that we're reading now, I say I'm looking at my best friend Melissa. We're reading it together right now, but there is just the main character's boyfriend's sister is just married to a woman, and like that's it. There's nothing weird about it. It's just, this is my wife, Paloma, and that's it. And I just love queer characters sprinkled into normal life because that is how our life is. It is like that. We have heterosexual friends. We have friends all over the spectrum, and it's just normal, and that's the way it should be. And I don't feel like, sometimes I'll read a book and I'll be like, they put that character in there just to like tick a box. But every time I read Kate Alice Marshall, it's not ticking a box. It's like actual, normal, just good old life. You know what I mean?
I thought of the other book that I'm reading.
Okay.
It's the new Melissa Braden book. It's Can We Skip to the Good Part?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's on Kindle Unlimited if you want to check it out.
Love it.
Not sponsored.
How do you choose what book you're going to do next? Do you pull from your own TBRs, or do you try to come together, figure something out?
Well, in the very beginning, we made a list.
We planned out the first 12 books.
Yeah, we're like, we're going to do this list.
We've only deviated from the list once.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
So far.
The last half of that list is probably going to go.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we wanted to, when we first started talking about it, we wanted to cover a lot of different, like cover our bases. Like we don't want to just be sapphic lit. If we're going to be called or call ourselves a queer lit podcast, then we want to read queer literature from all different walks of life. And that's something that we're still we're focusing on doing. And so kind of like after we made the list, it's just gone out the window. Like now we're just doing, we're, you know, rolling on vibes, you know, if something shows up and we're like, that looks great. We're going to do it.
This sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to be seasonal too, because we're going to read like a Christmas book in December, and you know,
some of it has to do with time. The book that we
true.
originally had planned for the November she was thick.
She was like 450 pages.
No, she was like 600 pages.
I was like, what are you doing to me? It was her
It's a
choice.
really good book, okay?
I believe you, but I don't have time
so
for
far
that.
we're covering books that one of the two of us have read, so that we kind of have an idea that we're going to be able to talk about it pretty well.
Yeah.
I think very quickly it's going to come to like, we're just going to be like, oh, that looks like a really good book. We got to throw that in the mix.
And like we said, we have had authors send us their books, and I really do want to jump into those and support indie authors too, because that's very important to us because we're an indie podcast. We love to support people who need a little extra voice, and if we've got any, I'm going to throw it out there for them, you know?
Yeah.
But we just haven't got to it yet. And I feel like I said, we're just rolling on vibes and hoping that
we are very much trying to be mindful of being as diverse as we possibly can.
Yeah.
So that is something that is a priority for us, and we are trying to be mindful of that as we pick books.
Yeah.
Do you all accept suggestions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want suggestions.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh. She got a question. Oh, okay.
Instead of saying literally, and I've heard that a couple of times tonight, you should always say clitorally.
Trademark. Trademark.
I feel like we're going to pay royalties on that.
I know. Yeah. No, that's perfect.
That was actually very good.
I
Yeah.
would like that t-shirt. I would buy it.
We have also talked about what we want to call our listeners. That's really cute. That's really cute. But I want to call our listeners the clitorati.
I want to be like, welcome to the clitoris.
Absolutely. We're going to welcome all of you into the clitorati with the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Merch will come soon, I'm telling you.
Merch
Emphasis
coming soon.
on coming soon. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Man, I wish we were video recording.
I wish we were too, because you can't see the sign that they just did, but you can use your imagination, and I'm sure you'll come up with a good idea.
We're like,
I'm just gonna be in Costco one day, and somebody like on like the aisles just gonna throw that up at me.
That's what you want.
True story. So for those of you who don't know, and pretty much everyone in this room does know, that my wife works at Costco, and I was in Costco, like near the pharmacy one day, and somebody who I had never seen before in my life just walked straight up to me and goes, "I love your podcast," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wow, is that what it's like for rock stars?" Turns out it was one of her coworkers. She had told her about the podcast. Still, it felt pretty cool. I was like, I mean, I'm just still going to live on that high for a while. Though.
Absolutely. Yeah.
going back to Sporty's Place and Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
If you could hand one book to every baby gay that's just figuring themselves out,
Aw.
what book would it be?
That's a really good question. And I don't know.
My question, it came from a good friend named Lee, so I can't take credit for it.
This is something that is pretty near and dear to me. I wanted to make queer content in some way because when I was growing up, there was none. I can still distinctly remember sitting in my parents' living room watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the season that Willow and Tara got together, and like my little gay heart just melting about it. And that was the first time that I had ever seen someone like myself represented in media. And I would go to the bookstore specifically looking for stories that I wanted to read like that and could never find any. And it wasn't until I discovered fan fiction that all got fixed. But you can find anything on there. But so as someone who likes to dabble in writing and then now is making this podcast, I think creating queer content that I would have wanted as a kid is kind of what's special for me. I think the two books that probably come to mind first would be Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. It's a very good one if you haven't read it. It's anyone can enjoy it. And then Her Name in the Sky by Kelly Quinlan. That one was kind of special because it was a little bit of religious situation, kind of a high school, like falling in love with your best friend, and who hasn't done that at one point or another growing up. And so I think those two books would probably be what I would want someone to hand little D and say, read these. So.
That's so sweet. I don't have anything touching like that. But I do remember this. I've been thinking about this. I do remember reading. I didn't read when I was really young. When I was like 13, 14 is really when I started reading and like falling in love with books. And I read the Great and Terrible Beauty series by Libba Bray. And there is one of the side characters just comes out as being in love with another girl. And she's also like 13, 14. I don't know. Like she's like, I love so-and-so. And like my dad found out, and it's like a whole thing. And I just, that is a series that was also one of those that's just sprinkled in, and there's not an actual, there was a problem because she was coming to terms with herself. It was like a coming of age type thing. But it was one of those that was just, when I was 13 and 14 reading it for the first time, I didn't feel like it was weird or bad or like taboo in any way. I was just like, oh, she loves a girl. And that's great. I feel like there should be more books out there. And maybe there are that we haven't read. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more out there now for middle grade and young adults than we had back when.
I can remember distinctly a couple years ago walking into a bookstore and seeing a whole section of just LGBTQIA literature. Like there was a sign above it and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, that kind of stopped me in my tracks because I was like, that's how far we've come just from when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And so I want us to be part of making it even more.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Do you have a plan of how you will handle somebody who does give you the look through social media or something like that? Because I'm imagining it's not let Haley immediately respond.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cry and she's gonna respond. That's how we're gonna handle it. No. No.
Well, when we did our like get to know us episode,
I'm just like holding her back by the collar. Yeah.
I've been really lucky in my experience to never really be confronted with anybody who, I mean, I was a bartender in college. So when I was like, no, thank you, sir. Like, I have a girlfriend, or no, thank you, sir. Like, I'm interested in women. Like, it's very sweet. Keep your drink, but you know, whatever. Or give it to me, but I'm not going to sleep with you. I've never really been one to be like easily offended when it comes to somebody judging my walk of life. And I feel like Dee will be a little bit more sensitive on that front.
I mean, I think so. I mean, I'm a crier in general,
Yeah.
but
Which is okay.
I also,
yeah.
through other means, have been through situations where I've had adverse reactions to my sexuality. I mean, I went to a very religious college, and it was not very, I mean, it was frowned upon in a big way there.
Yeah.
And so there were plenty of people there who I had to deal with a lot of adversity while I was there. And I feel like that made me kind of more sensitive in a way, but
Yeah.
also hopefully more prepared for when it does happen. But we have been very lucky.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been very lucky to not really have to deal with people being like, ew, or like gross, or like make me feel badly about it. And I feel like me not having to experience that kind of has me in a bubble. So whenever that does happen, I'm probably going to react. I'm a little feisty. So I'm probably going to be mad about it. But I do feel like we balance each other out very well. And so we're always going to talk about our responses before I send them.
She'll be like, can you read this? And I'll be like, let's take out a
Proof
couple
it,
of those
please.
words.
Can I get some edits, please? But yeah, and I know that that's going to happen. I mean, it's inevitable. The bigger we get, if we get any bigger, or if we don't.
I mean, when we get famous. 'Cause
When
we're
we get
manifesting
famous,
that.
no. I mean, we are in the South, and we do have to think about, you know, being in the Bible Belt and people reacting to the abominations that we are. I feel like, I don't know, I was raised Church of Christ, so I feel like I can just, I have a thick skin. So,
Obviously, there's a difference.
yeah,
D is more masculine. You are more feminine. You're not going to get it as much as D would. versus-
that's true. I mean,
So, but that's why you're the bulldog and she's the puppy.
I do have a lot of golden retriever energy. I know.
that is perfect. We balance each other out very well.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Speaking of your guys' balance, I love your guys' banter, right? So I'll be real honest, I don't read the books. But I listen to it because I just love hearing you guys, like your banter. It's fantastic. I feel like I did read it.
Yeah.
Right? What is your guys' origin story for your friendship?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh so hard at that. She's sitting right there
Yeah.
in the second row. Many, and we weren't going to actually say a number, moons ago, I met a local musician and started hanging out. We became friends, and we became really good buddies, and we're pretty inseparable for a long time and still are very close. And one day she came to me, and she was like, I met this girl. And I was like, okay, tell me more. And so being the best friend that I was, I had to go vet her. And so we went out to dinner in like a group setting, and I met her, and I was like, yeah, she's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm so charming.
Yeah. And I was
couldn't stay away.
like, all right, you did good, buddy. You can bring that one home. And yeah, so met through Marge, your wife.
Yeah.
And kind of clicked. Sometimes to Marge's annoyance.
That's true.
And to my wife, Michelle's annoyance.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're two peas in a pod.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that we are opposites, I think, plays well, but we're so alike in so many ways,
Yeah.
too. So our origin story is that we were brought together by Marge, and we haven't separated since. And
Yeah.
we've been yapping about books literally the
since.
entire time.
Yeah. Literally.
Hey!
Okay,
Loyalty check is getting big.
Yeah. Woo. All right. We've been talking for about 40 minutes, and
And if you listen to the podcast, you know that's about our limit.
yeah. And I'm not going to cut anything out this time, so I'm going to wrap it up.
It's going, yeah.
It's just going to go on there how it is. Yeah, go for it.
How long does the average podcast take you to record? Like how many
I mean, I'm gonna say like 2 to 8 hours.
2 to 8 hours.
I mean, it's gonna be like she's gonna come over. We're gonna chat a little while. Then we're gonna sit in our spots. Then we're gonna. Oh my God.
Just like you don't know when to finish.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Yeah. Can you just wrap? Yeah.
Actually, we start talking and we're like, oh man, we should have hit record like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we really do. We like have to get comfortable and like catch up about our day. And
Take a
then-
shot. I'm just kidding. We've only done that one time.
Actually, twice, but the first time it was a shot of Dayquil.
Oh, that's true.
Because I didn't realize that I had pneumonia those first couple times. So if my voice is a little deeper on those early episodes, that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends. But there's a lot of yapping that happens before we actually hit record. And then usually by the time we hit cut, we're just ready to be done with each other. And I'm gonna go home.
Yeah. And then I spend a week like cutting out like breaths, and we're just like sitting there.
Or the times where we'll say a sentence and we'll be like, no, back that up. I don't like that at all.
Take it out. Take it out. That's not it. Yeah, but we have a good time. It's super fun. And we're going to keep doing this until it's not fun anymore, which I don't feel like that's ever going to happen. So it's going to be great. Yay!
Oh, we got one more. One more question.
Are you ever going to go more than one book a month?
When we start getting paid and this is our full-time job.
Yeah. I was going to say D works full-time, so.
Yeah. When this is, and that's the goal. So, yeah.
That'll be fun. We are going to start doing like special tiny episodes, like mini episodes, and just throwing them in whenever we have time. And it's going to be fun. But
I just want to be in branding. Cliddles. We're going to call
Cliddles. We just,
I think we have a new marketing person.
I think we have a new marketing person. Yeah, for sure. But again, thank you guys so much for being here with us and asking us questions and making us talk about this. Like,
also, we've said it once, we can't stop saying it and saying it big enough. Thank you to Snail on the Wall, for one, for their support from the very beginning of this.
Yay!
I can't tell you how cool it is to have such an amazing bookstore right in our neighborhood, dangerously close to my house. Don't tell my wife how much money I spend here. But also that, that they're so inclusive and allowing us to be here tonight. So
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And buy all the books. The register's open if you want to grab anything right before you leave.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Their t-shirts,
Their
their
merch
tote
is-
bags, their hats, everything's cute. Buy it. Yeah, it's great.
Again, thank you so much. When we started planning this, I was like, I don't know who's showing up to this, but we're going to do it. And you guys exceeded every expectation that we've had, like you have from the day that we put out the first episode. So I'm not going to cry. I promise. It's not going to happen. But thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for being here.
Yeah.